Yeah. So I guess I was wrong about the Spurs and Knicks. I've been 0-2 at predictions since the Super Bowl, but yeah, man. Knicks win 94-90. Melo had 25 points, 7 rebounds. There's a lot of emotion in the building. Regarding what happened earlier in the week with Wednesday with way of Charles Oakley being escorted and arrested out of Madison Square Garden, now banned for life. There was other former star Knicks players showed up. Most notably Latrell Sprewell. Remember him as a Knick. Remember how he left and how he came back. The first fight came back as a player. Cursing out James Dolan and stuff. But I guess they buried the hatchet. He was sitting right next to Sprewell, was sitting right next to Dolan, along with Larry Johnson. There's a lot of emotion in the building. Spike Lee was wearing a Charles Oakley Knicks jersey. His Oakley's presence is still felt inside Madison Square Garden. I think down the line they'll bury the hatchet, mend fences, and hopefully Dolan lifts that ban, man, because that's what Oakley did for that franchise. 10 years. Like I said, I think I said that in my Knicks video that went up yesterday. Being the enforcer. 34 years of whiskey owes something to if somebody had a problem with one of the Knicks, he's gonna have to deal with Oakley, man. Straight enforcer. That one guy on the team where if something go down, he gonna be the first one in. He don't give 2 flips. Yeah, man. I'm glad the Knicks won this game, man, because they needed something positive. Especially after this last week. It's been crazy. And trade deadline coming up. You don't know if Melo still has his no trade clause. He still has his no trade clause. He still hasn't waived his no trade clause. That's because he hasn't agreed to a trade. He hasn't agreed to a trade yet. Phil Jackson and them, they were working on trades with Cleveland and the Clippers and all that. I mean, I think it'd be a shame for him to leave New York. Because like I said, New York and Chicago were probably 2 of the teams that people thought could challenge the Cleveland in the East. I mean, along with the Raptors and all that. But but Chicago re-signing Melo, and then getting Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah, and then Chicago getting Dwayne Wade and Rajon Rondo. Those are the guys that picked up in the offseason that people thought could really challenge Cleveland. You had the Raptors that took them 6 games in the NBA Finals. Oh, excuse me, not NBA Finals, Eastern Conference Finals. Boston's getting good now, but yeah, man. Hopefully Melo stays in New York because that's what he wants to do. Obviously, he wants to stay in New York, or else he would have been left. But yeah, man, Knicks get the W. I mean, it's always good in Knick land for right now, anyway. At least for today. I mean, that's it, man. Hey, leave a like, post a comment, subscribe. Thank you to you guys that have subscribed, that have left comments, that have left likes. I appreciate you. until Elimination Chamber. You know, Elimination Chamber coming up, and I'm gonna give you my reactions to the matches there. All right, man. I'll see y'all then. Holla at me.